Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Mall of Asia Arena here in Manila, Philippines. The 27th FIBA Asia Championships for men is underway. This is day 7 as our first game this morning, and it is morning, 10:30 local time here in Manila. Bahrain versus Hong Kong. This is the 9 through 12 qualification game, semi-final stage of those placings, as both these two teams failed to come through the second round, with the Hong Kong side failing to win anything in the second series, losing to Chinese Taipei, Jordan, and the Philippines, and Bahrain also losing all 3 games in the second round. The Hong Kong lineup there went away rather quickly. I'll give you an idea of the score as we go into the Bahrain team. Chester Giles, number 12, who's not played since this first round after an injury was sustained. There was an injury to Ahmed Ismail Aziz, number 8 for Bahrain. He didn't play the other day, the young 22-year-old. And looking at the warm-ups, not sure I see him out there right now either. It's a very, very depleted team for Bahrain, that's for sure. An interesting game against Iran where they actually outscored the Iranians, favourites for the tournament by, I think it was 19-7 in the second quarter. Ended up losing by that 19 in the end. As for the Hong Kong team, they have a Canadian in Duncan Reid, who is the mainstay of the team. They were a very exciting game against the home side, the Philippines, 2 nights ago when they led at halftime. Were up by 10 at one point, eventually succumbing. I think it was 67 to 55 to the Philippines after the home side came back in the fourth quarter. Well, right now we'll get the player introductions. It will be the Hong Kong team onto the floor first of all, and then followed by the Bahrainis. Then we'll have the national anthems, and then we'll close to game time. We'll join courtside announcer, as ever, to bring the players onto the floor.
At number 6, Lee Kee. At number 7, Lee Kim Wong. At number 8, Chan Siu Wing. At number 9, Lau Tung Leung. At number 10, Chan Yik Lun. At number 12, Fong Xing Yi. At number 13, Wong Chun Wai. At number 14, Duncan Reid. And at number 15, Zeto Wai Kit. Head coach is Kwong Wai Chum. And now the lineup for Bahrain. Number 4, Mohammed Ibrahim. At number 5, Hussein Al-Tawash. At number 6, Mohammed Kawaid. At number 7, Badr Malabis. At number 8, Ahmed Ismail. At number 9, Mohammed Alderazi. At number 10, Abdul Rahman Mubarak. At number 11, Subah Azam. At number 12, CJ Giles. At number 13, Yunus Kawai. At number 14, Ahmed Akbar. And at number 15, Ahmed Aman. Head coach is Sasa Nikitovic. We'd like to request everyone to please stand for the national anthems of both participating nations in this match. First, the national anthem of Hong Kong. Please remain standing for the national anthem of Bahrain. Our officials for this match. Referee, Mr. Nasser Mohammed Abu Rashid of Jordan.
But it is
Umpire
the
one.
FIBA Asia Championships, which will be the ticket to the World Cup next year in Spain. 3 teams will qualify. Let's go through our referees tonight. Abu Rashad from Jordan, Shin from Korea, and that gentleman there from Thailand. I'm not even going to begin to pronounce his name, but we'll just say he's from Thailand. But as I was saying, this is the one-way ticket to the World Cup. There are 4 wild cards, 24 teams next year. 20 will qualify, or 18 will qualify this summer. The USA and Spain are already there. And then there will be 4 wild cards available to teams deemed fit to make the tournament a better place to be. As far as Manila is concerned, it's a balmy morning outside, not much sunshine, plenty of cloud around. It's a national holiday today at the end of Ramadan. So although this gym has probably got, I'm guessing, 15 spectators in here right now, when we get along later on to the Philippines game against Kazakhstan, I can guarantee there'll be about 12 or 13,000 jam-packed in here. And a good proportion of them will be supporting the home side. It is an absolute cauldron of noise once the home team gets playing. And you can savor that here later on. We've got 6 games for you today, with a whole host of action coming your way. 4 quarterfinals, and 2 of these games here, which are the 9 through 12 qualifiers. Japan, India will follow this game. It's another 9 through 12 qualifiers. Then the first of our quarterfinals around Jordan. And Chinese Taipei, China, that will be a humdinger. Don't try and tune in for that one. That's going to be a real outstanding game. That's a 7:45 local time tip-off, and we are 7 hours ahead of UK time and 8 hours ahead of GM Greenwich Mean Time here. Philippines, Kazakhstan will be the penultimate game at 8:30 local, and then the very late game, Korea versus Qatar, which again promises to be quite an interesting affair because 2 evenly matched teams going head-to-head. But here for this game, we have an interesting matchup as both teams really looking for a win after sustaining fairly heavy losses in the previous games. For Bahrain, they're undermanned. I'm just looking out there now to see the number of players warming up. I think we've got 8 players warming up to Bahrain. They are seriously undermanned. It'll be interesting to see how they work through the numbers as far as substitutions are concerned. Sasha Nikitovic, head coach for the Bahraini team, will have his work cut out in terms of personnel on the floor and off the floor. Looking down, I can see 3 Bahrainis on the bench who look like they're injured, not playing. To add to that, Chester Giles, I've not seen Chester Giles for 3 or 4 days. I think he may have gone home. His leg was in a full cast. Anyway, here we are. I've got the Hong Kong team right in front of me. Starting 5 for Hong Kong: Wong, Reed inside the Canadian, Chan, Wong Kim 11, and Fong Xing Yi. Fong Xing Yi is one of these players that is quite interesting to look at. He didn't got 4 fouls very early on against Philippines 2 days ago, averaging 7 points and 8 rebounds. Definitely puts himself around a bit. There's no doubt about that. Very exciting generation for Hong Kong basketball coming through here. There's the Hong Kong coach Kwang. Just getting ready to start this one off. And down the other end, he won't have too many problems getting substitutes ready with 8 players fit enough to play. They also have the oldest player in the tournament, Bahrain, 42-year-old Malala, who will come in at some point. Number 15, he'll play. And the Hong Kong team onto the floor. Reed is the tallest player on the floor for Hong Kong at 6'8", 2 meters and 4. There is Fong, 12, good player. Very active around the boards. Down the other end, there's Mohammed Kuwaiti, Najaf, who had a serious dunk the other night against, I think it was China he had a good dunk on. So we're almost close to game time here. Usual Shan handshakes, as you can hear a pin drop in this arena now as the players walk into the floor. They almost turn things around and introduce the crowd to the players. At the beginning of this game, there's so few in attendance here, but you'd expect that 10:30 game, two teams who are not home teams here. But it's Hong Kong versus Bahrain. You can hear those sneakers scratching around the gym floor. The referees are almost ready to start us off. Quick snapshot there of the ball, the sponsor on the ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hong Kong versus Bahrain.
And we're off, and Reed tips it straight to a Bahraini player. I'm not sure he meant to do that. Here comes number 5 is Shaka, who got plenty of time the other day. Pick and roll from Najaf. Shaka goes up, flick out to Kuwait. Kuwait steps in. Aldarazzi to the layup, goes right over the top, and the first offense for Bahrain is a good-looking offense. Just didn't end up with it. And Bahrain will play a lot of zone. I'm surprised they're playing zone against Hong Kong, though. They played zone against the bigger teams. Now against Hong Kong, they've done exactly the same thing. He's reading that high post. First shot of the game from Chan for Hong Kong. Misses, but goes straight to the hands of Reed. 7 is Lee Kim Wong. Lee Kim Wong, and foul will go against Yunus Kawhi, 13. Ball. He actually did very well, the Kawhi, to get in the way and stop the penetration from Lee. Had both hands up. Sometimes players will get a call from the referees. They just have to adapt because it's not what they're used to. There's Lee to Pun. First shot of the game for Wong, missed it, and the rebound for Reed. Reed had a very good game against the Philippines. Took on the Philippine center, Marcus Doughtit, did very, very well, especially the first half. Wide finds Shaker. As Kawhi goes through, here comes Aldarazzi. This is an evenly matched game as far as height's concerned. Both these teams played seriously big teams before. Aldarazzi the 3, and he drops one down. Missed the layup, but drops a 3. Mohamed Aldarazzi. First score of the game for Bahrain. For Bahrain, excuse me, is Lee. Corner is Chan for the 3, missed it. Lee comes in for the rebound, goes up and under, and Reed gets his 4th point of the game. Duncan Reed can probably end up with 30 points if he gets points like that every time. Look at that, laid to him on a dime there by Lee. Nice play there from Hong Kong. As I said, this will be a game for both teams to really show their skills and show their confidence. This 3 there from Aldarazzi, and a turnover against Hong Kong. It should be. That touched Wong last of all. It was deflected. I thought it was deflected twice. To Reed. Here's Lee. I guess the sign is the players didn't complain, so maybe the referee had that right. Here's Wong. To Lee, 7. Lee is 7. Here's Fong. He's a good player. There's Wong for the 3. Another 3 for Hong Kong. And it is given as a long 3. Thought for a minute he might have a foot in the line, but his first scoring shot of the game. Hong Kong leads 7-3. Shaker goes up. Nice looking move from number 9, Mohamed Shaker. Back to Lee. In fact, it was 5, Hussein Shaka. High post, Fong. Wong again for 3. Closed out in time this time, but Aldarazzi will pick up that foul. Aldarazzi went flying by. I'm not sure what part he touched. We'll maybe get some confirmation on the replay in a minute. Switched on that zone, and timeout. Hong Kong. Score is 7-5, and 3 free throws to come here for Wong Chunwai. Garcia for 3. Go! He's unconscious. Somebody better ring the Well, as we go through this game, you'll see plenty of adverts for the road to Spain. The World Cup will take place the beginning of September next year. 2-week period. And the very best in the world will gather around Spain to compete for the World Cup. Current world champions are the USA, current Olympic champions are the USA. I'm sure they will put everything in place to make sure they triumph again. In fact, I know the USA are playing warm-up games in the summer this year, which is different for the Americans. I've never seen them play out a season before. So timeout over. Hong Kong back on the floor straight away. Just waiting for the Bahrainis. So we get 3 shots here for Wong Chun-Wai, averaging 8.4 points a game. He's about a 50% free throw shooter, 6 of 12 coming into this game. 5 rebounds as well. So worthy contributor to this team in these championships. Hong Kong's such a small region, but definitely making waves in their development stages. Shaker to Yunus Kawhi. To Shaker. Can roll from the Najaf to the baseline. His Shaker turns on the corner again. He's already scored 2 and has another 2 there with the jump shot. So Hussein Al-Tawash, Shaker, puts the score within 2 of the Hong Kong team. Just notice the bright orange sneakers there of Fong, number 12 for Hong Kong, with the ball right there, high post. Here's Lee. Lee looks at the 3. Looks good to me, and it is good. Lee gives Hong Kong a 5-point lead. And his numbers are getting better by the day as well. Point guard. Foul in there, called by the referee. I think Chan's got this foul, number 10. Let's get some confirmation. No, got it wrong again. Number 7 on Lee. Lee Kim Wong just scored the 3-pointer down the other end. So sideline ball for Bahrain. They trail by 5 here. Hong Kong known for their 3-point shooting. Have already hit 2 of them. Aldarazzi into the lane, gets up into the air, didn't know what he wanted to do with it. Yunus Kuwait bails him out. Kuwait into the lanes, come off his knee last. That'll be Hong Kong ball. So a couple of errors there for the Bahrainis. The penetrations where they weren't sure where they were going. Head down, nowhere to go. Coach Kwong there looks on. It's a very, very surreal atmosphere. You can hear a pin drop in this arena. Both teams have got to create their own momentum, their own emotion. Fong in the high post here. Fong penetrates one dribble, kicks it, got deflected into Reed. Reed fades to the baseline of the tough shot. Duncan Reed, he has 6. Well, Duncan Reed, the last 2 games, the best I've seen him play. Wasn't too impressed the first time. That's a tough move there from Reed. But he's definitely offering a little bit of je ne sais quoi for the Hong Kong team. Foul against Lee Kim Wong again. Initiate substitution, which is Chan, number 8, into the game. Chan, 3 wing, who is a very, very good shooter. Great game against the Philippines, where he went 4 for 9 from the 3-point line, 16 points for the game. And a 3 from Aldarazzi, I think it was. Second 3 for Mohamed Kuwait, excuse me. 6. The numbers on the Bahraini shirts are so close a font, the numbers just meld into each other. Maybe it's just my eyesight. Here's Reed again. Reed dishes it back to Fong, to Chan for the layup. Nice looking pass there from Reed. Penetration from Shaker. Yunus Kuwait, jump shot no good. Rebound goes to Fong, 12. Here is Chan. Good little shooter is Chan. I said before. Moves it around that zone. He'll get his options against that zone, just moving it around right now. You know he can shoot. He's just dribbled off the point. Oh, Duncan Reed stripped there by Kuwait. There's Mohamed Kuwait. Great pass. Didn't quite get there. Too many bodies, too many blue shirts to go through. Yunus Kuwait to Mohamed Kuwait. Kuwait go reverse layup, almost a dunk from Mohamed Kuwait. Good looking move, and I say almost a dunk. We haven't got a category for that. We're compiling plays of the game and all sorts of plays you can watch on the website, livebasketball.tv. Great looking move there for Fong, lays it up. Again, another assist for Duncan Reed. Reed getting into the assist-making stats now. Penetration from Bahrain down the other way from Hussein Al-Tawash. Shaker. Go back to Reed's ability to pass the ball. He had 7 assists in one game against Japan. There's that assist there from Duncan Reed to Fong. Almost a triple-double for Duncan Reed in that game with 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists, which is pretty all the more impressive with the fact he plays the center position. So Shaker with 5 points. Dribble that one in and gets 6 points now. So Chan is out for Hong Kong, and his replacement is Lee Ki. Here's Chan 8. We've got 2 Chans in the game for Hong Kong. First shot of the game for Lee Ki, misses it straight into the hands of Shaker. Shaker all the way over the other floor. Yunus Kuwait goes up, misses it, and it comes out to Mohamed Al-Daratsi. Al-Daratsi will be on the sideline to inbound. Hong Kong in man-to-man. They've been in man-to-man for the whole quarter. So far, we've got 3:20 left in this opening salvo. Al-Daratsi for 3, misses, rebounded by Kuwait, flicks it behind his back, great save, he's in the corner wide open, he won't give him the ball. Mohamed Kuwait, excellent job. Relocates himself to the other side of the floor. Spin from Shaker into the lane, and a foul will go against Chan, I think. Chan is showing the ball to the referee. It is Chan's foul. Showed the ball to the referee to say, I got all ball. And then Hussein Al-Tawash Shaker on the free throw line again. With all the injuries for Bahrain, these players here, like Shaker, are getting a lot of court time. Just his first free throw, though. Comes into the game with a 5 of 6 free throws made. Well, he's missed 2 already today. Makes the second, closes the gap to 3. So Hong Kong lead 18-15. Just under 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. It's Fong with those bright orange sneakers. There's Lee Ki. Back to Chan. The Hong Kong players take a huge pivot step. Fong, jump shot. More and more impressed with Fong Xing-hee every time I see him play. Only about 6'3". He's about 190. Plays that high post position. But very, very good player. All the way back to Najaf is Shaker. Leading scorer for Bahrain. Shaker's going to get to the lane. They might count it. Let's have a look. Foul was way up on the foul line. In fact, it's a moving screen against Duncan Reed. I think they've got the... it's gone against Najaf, 14, excuse me. Ahmed Akbar, 14 of Bahrain. Just over 2 to play here. Again, Bahrain still in that zone. This Fong high post. Lee Ki. Back to Chan. Chan not taking a shot yet. Fong high post. Lee Ki takes his second shot and drops a 3. And that lead is now 8 points for Hong Kong. So Lee Ki gets his first scoring shot of the game. Hong Kong are 3 of 4 from the 3-point line in this game. 3 of 6, excuse me. 3 there from Al-Daratsi, misses. Rebound from Najaf. Najaf has got very limited post moves, but he can get off the floor. So we saw the dunk he had the other day in one of the games they played, Bahrain. They definitely missed their American chest of jars. Reed, low post, nobody guarded him. Fong to the lane, dish to Reed, couldn't catch it. Lee Ki penetrates. Nobody wants to shoot it. Chan will catch and shoot, misses it. The reverse layup followed in by Hong Kong is good. That man, the other Chan, Fong Xingfi, with the follow-up there. So it stays an 8-point game, 25-17. Mohamed Kuwait, and a push off here in this low post against Aldarazzi. Number 9, second foul, Mohamed Aldarazzi. 14th foul for Bahrain. Su has sat down. His replacement is Lee Kim Wong, who will play guard with Lee Ki. Two Lees at guard for Hong Kong. The baseline is Lam Manchun. Lee to Lee. Lee Ki for three. He's hit one already, misses that, and the rebound goes to Lam Manchun. Missed the rebound. There's Hong Kong bodies all over the ball. Not a white shirt in sight. And we do have a foul against Bahrain, I think. It's gone against number 5. It's Sain Al-Tawash Shaker. There's first foul there. 15th foul for Bahrain, though. And Lam Manchun with 2 shots. Only missed 1 free throw in the previous set of games. So we're going to assume he's a good free. Only 2 of 9 from the 3-point line, so not really a consistent shooter all round. Gets both of those to drop in too. So we got 10-point lead. We near on the 10-minute mark in this game. Bahrain are looking down the barrel of another big loss possibly. Mind you, they've been down big before in the first quarter and come back in the second quarter. That's their strongest period. Well, the Ratzi penetrates. It's Kuwait, penetrates, and Fong will pick up the foul. 12, Fong Shi-yi, I think it is the foul. It is indeed. Mohamed Kuwait shoot 2 shots here. Same comes in. So Kuwait with 2 shots here. Kuwait averages about just under 10 points a game for this Bahraini team, 3.5 rebounds a game. He's a 30% 3-point shooter. So with all these injuries, going to get a lot of court time the next 2 days or so. These 2 teams will only play 2 more games. 9 through 12 qualification will finish tomorrow. Inbound from Man Lam Chun to Lee Kim Wong. Lee Ki, 6 and 7. They're going to fall for the last shot here for Hong Kong. Bahrain in the zone as they've been right from the start of this game. There'll be an easy 3 somewhere for Hong Kong into Reed. They get a 2 instead. Reed misses it. Rebounded again. He cannot get a rebound. Lee Ki open for 3 that finishes off and makes it. And Hong Kong hit their 4th 3-pointer of the quarter to finish off. And you figure that Bahrain have to come out of this zone. It is just killing them. They can't get a rebound. And they're leaking 3-pointers left, right, and center. That 3 there from Lee Ki kicked off a 30-point quarter for Hong Kong, and they lead by 12. Get some stats up for you very, very quickly. Won't make very pretty reading for, well, look at that. Not bad for Bahrain either, is it? 50% inside and outside. They've only shot 12 shots. Look at the number of shots for Hong Kong, 21. That is incredible, a 21-12 shooting difference. And the turnovers don't explain everything, do they? 3 turnovers for Bahrain. But look at the offensive rebounds for Hong Kong, 9 offensive rebounds. That means they're getting 9 extra shots, or potential 9 extra shots, which is exactly the difference between the 2 teams. 21-12, the number of shots taken. Game 1 of day 7 here at the FIBA Asia Championships. People have been scrambling around looking at the record books in this tournament. The Philippines are one of the favorites to win this tournament. Iran, maybe China, maybe the other two. The Philippines haven't won since 1986, I think it is. They're 5-time previous champions. They won 4 in the 60s. The Chinese have won it multiple times. And the Iranians have won it twice in the last 3 years. Down here for Hong Kong. Duncan Reed, high post, dumps it down or tries to dump it down. A little tight under there for Lau. Number 9 for Taiwan in the game. Lau is also a young up-and-coming player. So Bahrain. Of Mohamed Sheikh here after Yunus Kawide. Very, very deliberate. 3 from Shaker, misses, and the rebound comes flying in from Lam Manchun. All the way back in to start the game. Again, Bahrain staying in this zone defense. It could be something they might look to change later on against a team like Hong Kong, who will shoot the 3. There's Lee Kee, misses. And at last, Bahrain get a defensive rebound. And Shaker off to the hoop, going all the way. Can't get it to roll. Lee Kim Wong comes out of the pack with the ball to Lee Kee. Back to Lee Kim Wong, down to Lau. Lee Kee, corner, gets another one to drop. Lee Kee hits his second 3 of the game. He has 6 points. And he's equal leading scorer with Duncan Reed. The lead is now 15. Bahrain are just struggling to find anything going their way. Evans a penetration. There's the kick to Shaker. Wasn't really ready to shoot. Shaker 3, drops 1. It's a 2, foot on the line. But that man there, Hussein Al-Tawash Shaker, is now the leading scorer for Bahrain with 9 points. There may have been a 3 gone up on the score, but I'm not sure. Reed into the lane. Oh, poor pass from Duncan Reed. Picked off there by Yunus Kawide. Kawide should go all the way at reverse lane. It's way too hard with that one. Rebounded by Lau almost. And the outlet to Lee Kee. Hong Kong to start things off again. Lee Kee, deliberate offense against this zone. They know full well they can get a 3-pointer anytime they want to. Duncan Reed decides to take a long 2. Good box out from Bahrain. At last they've got some rebounding sorted out back there. Underneath to Yunus Kawide. Layup is good from Najaf. So back-to-back baskets for Bahrain. And the lead is back to 11. Wide open is Lau. He turned and saw how wide open he was, but he's traveled. Najaf's plan of trying to play mind games on him. I think Najaf was stuck between a rock and a hard place with Reed one side and Lau the other. 2 bigs for Hong Kong in the game. Reed will sit down, takes a break. And Hassan here. Hassan Al-Daratsi. Wide. Hassan's coming off the single screen on the far side. There's the handoff there. Najaf to give him a slight rub into the middle. They're going to give him the jump shot. Hassan goes up and makes a great little move. Hassan Al-Daratsi. Hong Kong can't be very happy with that defense there against that pick and roll. They sink back into that zone again. The lead is back to 9. Talked about the ability for Bahrain to pick their game up the second quarter. Lee Kee, corners blocked. Rebound from Najaf. Najaf's turned it. Now, who's that come off last? Great play from Mohamed Kawide, who had the peace of mind to just flick it off the head of Lee Kee. Now the Bahraini coach is just getting the explanation from the coach. That was a good play. I think think the referee's explaining to the coach to leave the ball alone after it goes through the basket. Fong comes back into the game. Lau sits down. Hassan, hand off to Kuwait. Hassan comes up top to get the replacement pass. It looks like they're exactly where they started. Pick and roll from Hassan. Into the middle. Fumbled pass and fumbled catch. Fong's got the ball in his hands. Great outlet, Fong. Mancham Lom goes up and traveled. And Manchun went up. Looked like a decent move, but obviously a shuffle of the feet before he went up. Hassan with his little finger taped up there. Got tape all over both hands, wrist as well. He's been in the wars this tournament. Picks up the dribble early. Mohamed Kuwait all the way to... Oh, ball went to throw it down. That would have been outstanding if Kuwait had pulled that one off. Look at this. Oh, that would have been Fong in a photograph. He's anywhere near to blocking that shot, Fong, but Kuwait just exploded. Big smile on his face down the other end. He knows he's blown a great opportunity to get a highlight. It's a highlight game, highlight reel going. Lee Kim Wong in the game for the first time with Lau Lee. Fong jump shot off and rebounded by Kuwait. Outlet to Hassan Aldarazzi. Pick and roll from Najaf. Najaf is wide open for a split second. Najaf comes up again. Screens this time. And a foul has been given. This will go against Lau, I think, 5. The referee's paying for this one. That is 5. Lau. As far as playing time, doesn't get much at all. Hasn't shot a free throw this tournament. This fair amount of 3-pointers though. 5 of 17. Lau Sulai, number 5 for Taiwan. 2 shots here for Hussein Altawash. Shaker now has stats to update them. My stats aren't updating here, but I think he has a good have double figures by now. Hussein Altawash. 11 points. It's Fong, high post. Lee Kim Wong, excuse me. Oh, he sized that one up well. Lee Kim Wong for a 3 there. Bahrain to start off again. They trail by 10. They've been down 15 at one time, I think it was. Here's the corner. Suba Hassan. Kuwait going in again. Good looking pass down low to Najaf. Well, Mohamed Kuwait is probably the player the best I've seen him play right now. Number 6 for Bahrain. Keeping his team right in contention. They trail by 8. It's Hong Kong. Reed is low. They can't get him the ball. Not even looking for him right now. Is Lau. Lau, his first 3 of the game. Oh, it's going to roll around the rim. And the lead is back to 11. His 3-pointer number, I'm guessing number 6, I think it is for Hong Kong. He's Najaf. Well, Najaf's looking at the 3. Surely not. He's Shaker. Najaf gives him a rub either way. Najaf gives him the rub one way at last. Kuwait looking to penetrate, goes up, backboard. Mohamed Kuwait is having the best game of the tournament. 8 points so far. Here's Lee Kim Wong. Penetration from Reed. Reed, the little lefty. You can't get him in that, let him in that deep into the lane. Missed the shot. And the rebound goes straight to Bahrain. Hassan wide open. A 3-pointer for Bahrain. And all of a sudden they're creeping back on Hong Kong. And the coach needs a timeout possibly here. Kim Wong. Fong is high. Fong's been given that jump shot. Missed it that time. Reed tries to keep it alive. Reed finishes. Nice play from the big fella. Reed now has 8 points. Here's Hassan. Great little fake off the pick and roll. Eunice Kawhi, one more pass to Shaker for 2 or 3. And Shaker now leading scorer. We'll make that 17, no, it's 14 points for Shaker. 5-point game. This is one game that's really warming up here. Fong into the lane. Lee Kim Wong. There's Lau, misses the 3, and the rebound goes to Sabah Hassan. Here's Hassan Aldarazzi looking down low to Najaf. Kuwait penetrates, beautiful play from Mohamed Kuwait. And he has double figures now. 10 points for Kuwait. Possibly looking at the highest points total for him in the tournament too. Here's Lee Kim Wong to Reed. 13 is Wong in the game. Lee Kim Wong opens up for a long 3. It might drop in. It's hit everything up top. But it will not count. Minute 34 left in the half. And we have a timeout here. Timeout, I think it's gone to Hong Kong. Let's get some confirmation. They lead by 3 right now. Lead they had of 15 at one time, but the Bahrainis have had a great second quarter, come right back into it, mainly behind the play of Hussein Altawash and Mohamed Kuwait.
Garcia for 3. Go!
So timeout done there. It was a Bahraini timeout in the end. We didn't get confirmation as quick as we needed to. Hong Kong team on the floor. A discussion over by the Bahraini bench. Seems like another timeout for Bahrain.
Garcia for 3. Go! He's unconscious. Somebody better ring the Good screen, watch out, no foul. No, three for Shakir. Three for Shakir. Ahmedi, you like one. Shakir.
So timeout finished here. This is the FIBA Asia Championships. We are the first game of day 7 here. Early start, 10:30 in the morning. And Bahrain with the ball here. They lead, they trail 41-38 to Hong Kong. Now, Hong Kong showing zone here. Both teams showing zone to each other. Coach telling the player to shoot, and he did, and he obliged too. Alderazzi there, Hassan with a three-pointer, number 10 for Bahrain, ties it up. Wicked shot from that corner there, especially with the help from the coach. It's Fong, perimeter. Fong comes into the middle. Lee Kim Wong penetrates. Three from Lau, is it? Missed. Duncan Reed the rebound. Lau again. Here's Wong. Reed into the middle. Reed goes up strong. And Duncan Reed hits another two. He hits double figures. Very high scoring game this. 84 points and a half. Both teams have put together a good performance. Kuwait wants it. Hassan to Shaker, calls a move the ball from the coach. Just wants a quicker ball movement. Shaker into the lane, goes up. Mohamed Kawhi comes in with a dribble, drops it for two-pointer. Mohamed Kawhi now has 12, I believe. Quick three release, hits the back of the rim with the last shot, and that is the end of the first half. So half-time. We have a tie game, Bahrain 43 and Hong Kong 43. As both teams are in a high-scoring mode, especially surprising considering that both teams have struggled to get past 60 in the previous games they've been playing in the last second round. There's the stats for both teams. Both teams high in shots inside the arc, with Bahrain shooting 61% to Hong Kong's 50, and 5 3-pointers for Bahrain, 7 for Hong Kong. It is a veritable shootout. Turnover was very low, 4-5. Well, join us about 8 minutes for the second half of action. It's a 10-minute turnaround here at these championships, which doesn't give the players much effort, much rest time, but anyway, it keeps things moving along. We'll join you then.
Head coach is Kwong Wai-Chung. And now the We'd like to request everyone to please stand for the national anthems of both participating nations. Duncan Reed.
Pase adicional de Prigioni para un delfino abierto.
And welcome back, everyone, to Manila, the Philippines. It's a wonderful setting here for the FIBA Asia Championships, the Mall of Asia Arena, of all things, a big mall outside the arena. It is called the Mall of Asia. Very up-and-coming, progressing part of this beautiful city. Tie game here. We haven't seen many tie games at halftime. Hong Kong did lead the Philippines at halftime 2 nights ago against a slightly different opposition. They are in tie situation. Bahrain will get the first bite of the cherry. And Hussein Al-Tawash here, shaker into the lane. Kuwait has had a great first half for a bit of a double dribble in there. Mohamed Al-Tarazzi tries to through. Najaf comes flying in. He's a good athlete, is Najaf. Hong Kong ball. Hong Kong here working against this zone as they've been most of this game. It's Fong. Fong penetrates, goes up flying hook right over the top. And it looked like an out-of-bounds ball there against the Hong Kong team. Fong was a good hard worker. 4 points today, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Shaker now. This could be the first time Bahrain have taken the lead in this game as they score here. There's Kuwait, Al-Tarazzi. Back to Shaker. Pick and roll here from Najaf. Shaker, little shimmy and a shaker. Nice last down low, and it's good for Al-Tarazzi. And at last, Bahrain have pegged back. They trailed by 15 at one time. And they've got it all the way back now to lead by 2. And Hong Kong might find themselves in a bit of trouble if they're not careful here. Fong penetrates, Fong spins, Fong teardrop misses. The rebound, Najaf. His white shirt's ahead of him. Can he hit them? He does. He hits Shaker. Al-Tarazzi, great pass to Kuwait, and Mohamed Kuwait is just having a very, very good game. Averaging 9.8 points a game, but he already has 14 tonight, joint leading scorer for Bahrain. 3 there from Wong, way off. Al-Tarazzi, it's a poor pass that from Al-Tarazzi down to Younes Kuwait. Never really got the correct angle. Mistake there for Bahrain. They could ill afford to make. As I said before, both these two teams have played some really tough games in the last 3 days, 4 days I should say, in the second round against teams they would really mismatched against. Here's Lee Kim Wong for 3 and drops one. Lee Kim Wong is that might be his 4th 3-pointer of the game. Just going to check on that. It is indeed. He's 4 of 6 from downtown. And out of bounds against Bahrain. Back-to-back mistakes. This one's against Al-Tarazzi again. See a replay. There's the 3 from Lee Kim Wong. It is his third 3 of the game, excuse me. It was his full 3 of 5. It is. It's a 1-point game. Hong Kong trailing, led for most of the first half. And find themselves in the unfamiliar position of being behind. But here we go. Here's Hassan. Hassan drags it back to Al-Tarazzi. To Hassan. To Shakur into the lane. Kuwait, Hassan. Everybody's getting a good little touch. Najaf comes out. Everybody's touching on this offense now, but they're still no closer to scoring. Najaf. Wide open is Younes Kuwait for 3. In fact, it's Shakur. Excuse me. Got his feet set. They found a man wide open at the back of that zone. Down the other end, Wong. Tennis Chan. Jump shot no good from Fong. Fong follows up and it gets fouled and will get a free throw to come. And the foul will go against Najaf, 14. So Fong, who usually gets his rebounds going too. He's got 5 rebounds for the game, along with his 6 points. snatchy free throw, but it goes down anyway. 7 for Fong. A 1-point lead for Bahrain. Hassan to Shaker. On the way to Yunus Koué. Yunus Koué loves to penetrate down to Najaf. Najaf goes up and under. The foul goes against Duncan Reed. That will be Reed's first foul of the game. Reed has 10 points, 4 rebounds so far. Picks up the first one.
2 free throws for Hamid.
Player in double figures for Hong Kong. That is Reed. For Bahrain, 2 players. Hussein Altawash Shaker, 17, and Mohamed Kouaid, 14. This is Najaf. First chance to get a free throw down. He misses it. He has 4 points for the game, 2 rebounds. Najaf. Ahmed Akbar, as he's otherwise known. Second one dribbles in, and Bahrain have the 2-point lead. So a win is will be much appreciated by both these 2 teams. They lost their last 3 games in this tournament. Fong gets a great pass from Reed. Reed follows it in. And Duncan Reed now is just building up his little numbers. 12 for Reed. Roll for Hassan, down low for Aldarazzi. Wonderful pass there from Hassan Aldarazzi. So this, as we were in the first half, this is keeping the scorer interested. The scoreboard's ticking along the whole time. Here's Wong. Wong made a 3 the first half from exactly the same position. Here's Lee Kim Wong. Wong settles for the 3, misses, and Fong comes in for a rebound. Lee Kim Wong, backboard a little too strong. Now Bahrain might have some numbers as they get the ball, but Fong comes up with another rebound. Well, Fong is just getting crazy. 7 rebounds, 5 of them offensive. 13 is Wong, here's Lee Kim Wong, here's Lee Ki, 6. Post is Duncan Reed. Duncan Reed's been given space. Reed just drops it in the net, right over the top of Najaf. 14 for Reed now. Here's the replay. Too much space in that high post, allowed to come too deep into the lane. Just gave him an easier shot than he had to begin with. Aldarazzi's pass is deflected by Lee Ki. Ball will stay with Bahrain. Lam Man-chun comes into the game, 4 for Hong Kong. Wong sits down. Chung Wai, who will sit down. Scored 5 points so far. A big 3 the first half. Big fella, he's a shooter as well as a inside player. Aldarazzi unloads a big 3 and gets it. It's his second 3 of the game for Mohamed Aldarazzi. He is 2 of 4 from downtown. And you see, got some pressure on that shot too. Rattled both sides of the rim. Chugs back as nonchalant as you can. Good shooting from both teams here. Lam Man-chun into the game. Lam Man-chun will go arc one up. Nice little play there from the sub off the bench. As, he has 6 points for the game. Here's Aldarazzi to Kouaid. All the way over to Shaker. Aldarazzi, they're giving him space. He might just unload another 3 in a minute. Shaker into the lane, arcs one up, front of the rim, and the rebound goes to Fong. It's rebound number 8 for Fong Xingyi. He's already had a couple of, I think he's had 1 double-double at least. Here's Lee Kim Wong, Lam Man-chun. Being very patient Hong Kong here. Reed gets away with a slight hook. Reed gets a missed shot and doesn't get his rebound. Aldarazzi beats him to it. Mohamed Aldarazzi might go all the way here. We've got a foul, I think. Lee Ki has got his hand up in the lane. Let's see if he's got the foul. He has indeed, number 6, Lee Ki. There's no bonus yet for Hong Kong. It'll be end-line ball. Aldarazzi inbound to Shaker. Mohamed Kouaid. Kouaid very, very wily. Dumped down to Najaf. There's no way to Sabah Hassan. There's no way Sabah Hassan can catch the ball down by his feet. Another turnover for Bahrain. So the turnovers mounting for each team here. Bahrain, they've got 6 apiece, each team. Here's Lee Kim Wong. Lee Ki is here. 3 for Lee Ki. He's hit one already. Hits another one. And Lee Ki, I see it's another one. That's his 4th 3 of the night. 4 of 8. All 12 points from 3-pointers for Lee Ki. Into the lane comes Sheikha. Oh, turnover. And the foul will go against Mohamed Al-Daratsi. He turns around and says, what, me? I don't think it could have been anybody else but Mohamed Al-Daratsi. A few words for the referee. We've got a timeout here. Timeout for Bahrain. With the scoreline, 58 Hong Kong, 56 Bahrain. Sasha Nikitovic knows full well after being 15 points down, he's in a very, very good position right now. Back live here. Timeout for Bahrain was taken. We trail by 2 with 2:41 to go in the 3rd period here. There's the scorers for the leaders for Bahrain. Hussein Al-Tawash Shakur, 17 points. Probably the best performance for him for the tournament. Down the other end, Duncan Reed with 14. Reed has had some big games for the Hong Kong team, although 14 is his highest score of the tournament. Had 12 against the Philippines, so just beginning to come into his own at the end of this tournament. 19 rebounds Reed had against the Philippines, and he has 4 tonight. So he possibly won't get to a double-double, but he might get close. Hong Kong with his 2-point lead, and Chan's in the game. Chan Su Wing for Hong Kong, number 8, who's a good shooter. They're going to give him that shot there. They don't want to dare him too much. Lee Ki, 4 threes already, misses that one. Little too eager to shoot that shot. Too much pressure there from Mohamed Al-Daratsi. Here's Al-Tawash Shakur. All the way out to Hassan. Hassan penetrates a kick. Almost as Shakur didn't see it was coming. Penetration, leading scorer for Bahrain. Al-Daratsi penetrates in. The jump shot from Sabah Hussein. Missed it. Hong Kong rebound is Chan. And Manchun is number 4 for Hong Kong on that far side. Is with the ball here. Is Chan. To Lee Ki. Fong, jump shot. Nice shot from Fong. Shung Yi is just getting better and better. 9 rebounds and 9 points now. Al-Daratsi, another 3, missed it. And the rebound from Lam Manchun, I think he's touched it last. He wants to point down the other end. Referees had a closer eye than that. Deemed it Bahraini ball. So 4-point lead for Hong Kong. They were up by double digits in the first half. Pegged back by the Bahraini offense the 2nd quarter. Now have a slight edge here. Penetration from Shakur to Hassan. It's bounced on the line and a turnover against Bahrain. That is number 9 for Bahrain as a team. Respectable numbers after, well, nearly 3 quarters. But they've had a fair share this 3rd quarter, which has not been to Nikitovic's liking. Reed, low post. Oh, the flop in there. Sabah Hassan just hit the deck with a minimal of contact. And the referees have given an offensive foul against Duncan Reed. Make your own mind up. A lot of that just gets... Yeah. Not sure I agree with that call. But anyway, I'm not here to judge. Here's Hassan. This game is slowed right down. The pace is slowed down. It needs to be picked up a little bit. Somebody needs to inspire a little bit of energy into this. Al-Daratsi, Shakur. Najaf will give him a slight rub here to Al-Daratsi. Another 3 for Al-Daratsi. Missed. Great rebounding from Sabah Hassan, but you know what? Out of the pack comes Lee Ki. It's Chan to Lee Ki, over here to Lam Man Chun. Fong is down low. Fong's the hot hand right now for Hong Kong. Lam Man Chun, Lee Ki. There's Fong. Fong into the lane. Fong bounce pass to Lam Man Chun, arcs one up and drops it. A three for Lam Man Chun. His first three of the night. He has 9 points. So limited minutes for Lam Man Chun off the bench, but good-looking shooter. And the lead is out to 7 again, so Bahrain did all the work to get back into it, but they've had a miserable third quarter here. 13 points, I think, they've had. Penetration, Hassan goes up, the kick, Aldarazzi, count it. 3 for Mohamed Aldarazzi. That is his third three of the game, 3 of 7, 13 points. Another buzzer beater, I think it's the second of the game. Nothing but the bottom of the net. We have a 4-point game here, 63-59, Hong Kong lead Bahrain. From inside the arc, Bahrain still shooting very high. 8 of 15, 14 from the 3. Their numbers are exceptional. But the offensive rebound for Hong Kong, 15 offensive rebounds for Hong Kong against 14 defensive rebounds underneath the Bahraini basket. That's a 50% ratio of losing rebounds. That's not going to win you games.
Garcia for 3.
So back for the fourth quarter here. 10 minutes left in this game. A little matchup between these two teams, evenly matched. They've had their fair share of pastings over the last couple. Oh, like a box and one. Like Chan here, number 8, box and one possibly. Oh, good layup there. Fong Xing Yi just found some room in there. Penetrated. Good looking two. Hong Kong but stay in the zone. We're going to say that they can trust the Bahraini shooters to miss enough shots like that one there. Chan rises up. Just can only tip it to Najaf, and Bahrain get the ball back again. Shaka into the lane. Shaka goes up. Teardrop, it will go in. They'll count it. And a foul will go against number 6, Lee Ki. Foul for Lee Ki. We're about to see a replay there. Shame we didn't get to see that. It was a shot from Hussein Al-Tawash Shaka. It was quite impressive. Free throw goes down. 3-point plane for Shaka. His numbers now 20 points for the number 5 for Bahrain. Big, big game. Here's Lee Ki. Lam Man Chun is 4. Man-to-man for Bahrain here. Reed, low post, great play. Lam Man Chun's missed a layup. He's blowing a chippy. The foul is going to go against 14 Najaf. Ahmed Akbar. One foul for the big fella. They have very few substitutes on the bench for Bahrain. Only got Mohamed Ibrahim. Not seen much of him at all. Badem Alabis. I don't think he's been on the court the whole time. Now, Suba Hassan has been on. I think they've gone through a 6-man rotation. I'm just going to check. 7-man rotation they've had. Second free throw there for Man Lam Chun. But they've got a lot of injuries. Malala's not played today either. That's interesting to see. He's played time before. Hassan for 3. In and out. Rebound for Fong. That's another one for Fong, who is now 10 points and 11 points and 10 rebounds. There's Lam Man Chun. He's feeling it. There's no doubt about it. He's having a good game. 11 points for the number 4 for Hong Kong. Lam Man Chun to Reed. Reed again given space. The kick there to Lee Ki. Oh, he's got bodies up in the air. The foul will go against Shakur. Number 5 for Bahrain. That'll be his first foul of the game. It's all fair in love and war at the end. Could have been ended up a little nastier, maybe. There's collision on the back. But, I think he's okay. Suba Hassan comes in. The Jaf sits down. In fact, Kuwait comes in. Ahmed Kuwait. Slight mismatch there with Duncan Reed in the low post. Let's see if they'll feed him. Surely they've got to feed Reed here. Shot clock's down to 4. They counted it out. Oh my word, they're giving up a layup, and he's missed it. And he's got the offensive rebound. Back to Hong Kong. Reed. Chan comes up top. Chan Su Wing pulls the play out. Another 24 here. They're down to 15 already. 2 is good for Leakey. 7-point lead for Hong Kong. Bahrain's best ever finish at these championships is 10th place, so if they were to win this game, they would put themselves in a chance of beating that top finish. For Hong Kong, they finished 5th before. They're not going to get 5th tonight. Turnover against Bahrain, picked up by Lam Man Chun. Feeds Lee Ki. A chance now for Hong Kong to extend this lead as we go late into this game. There's a lob coming here for Duncan Reed as Kawhi is fronting him. Chan penetrates. Lam Man Chun penetrates 2. Chan is wide open. They won't shoot it. Chan steps for a more difficult 3 and drops it down. Oh, Chan Su Wing. I make that his first 3-pointer of the game. It is indeed his first points of the game, indeed. He is a good shooter, had some great shots against the Philippines. First time he's had any real space tonight. And it's a 10-point lead for Hong Kong. Timeout for Bahrain. Live here, 7 minutes, 12 seconds left. Sasha Nikitovic, head coach of Bahrain, has called timeout. Top scorers there. Shaka Altawash, 20 points. Mohamed Kuwait, 14. 2 players that have really come forward today. Mohamed Aldarazzi has 13 for Bahrain as well. For Hong Kong, Duncan Reed, the Canadian, 14. Fong Shi Yi has 14 as well, along with, he has 11, with 10 rebounds. 14 also to Lee Ki, number 6 for Hong Kong. Is Hassan. Over to Shakur. Hassan's been given that 3. Aldarazzi will take the 3, misses. What a rebound from Sabah Hassan to Hassan Aldarazzi. Penetrate, kick over to Shakur. He's fouled by number 4 Lam Man Chun. Line 4 for Bahrain. As far as team fouls, 2 for Bahrain, 3 for Hong Kong. This game could get close. It's a 10-point game right now. Bahrain have been back once. Can they get back in the game twice? Shakur penetrates. The kick to Hassan. Hassan comes in all the way as well. Great dish to Sabah Hassan, who gets dumped on his rear end. Turns to the referee and says, what about the foul? nothing given, and Bahrain retreating to that 2-3 zone as they were getting toasted a bit man-to-man. Here's Lee Key. Wide open is Lam Man Chun. Duncan Reed, low post. Reed, the jump hook, and Duncan Reed has got some finesse to his game that we perhaps haven't seen the last couple of days. The 14 has gone to 16 points now. Alderazzi's hit 3 threes. Hassan, they're going to dare him with a three-pointer. Alderazzi will shoot it, no doubt about it, off the dribble. The kick to Shakur for 3. Three-pointer is good. He has 23 points now. Huge game for Hussein Altawash Shakur. Here's Chan. Lee Key, who's also a big scorer tonight for Hong Kong. In the corners, Lam Man Chun, kept alive by Reed. Straight to Fong. Fong, another offensive rebound. Well, at 6'3", he gets a fair amount of activity under the boards. It's an 11th rebound. He has 11 points. As far as double-doubles before, he had 15 rebounds against Chinese Taipei, 13 points. And he's had 10 rebounds against Qatar in this tournament, so he's definitely up there as far as double-figure rebounds regularly. Wong receiving some treatment down the end of that bench. Looks like he's in a bit of pain, isn't he? He's back. Timeout for Hong Kong. 5:26 left in this game. And Hong Kong have a 7-point lead. Timeout finished here. Fong Shi there with his numbers. Another big game for Hong Kong. Probably their best player of this tournament. Or arguably Duncan Reed would give him a run for his money, but between the two of them, they've been top performers. Here's Fong. Leaky. Over the pick and roll, fumbles it slightly, hands off to Kim Wong back in the game. Chan for an outrageous 3. Was way off to the left as well. Never really got his feet set. Shaka breaks the attention. Shaka goes up. Another great play for Hussein Altawash Shakur. Who has 25 now. Outstanding. He's hit 3 threes, 5 shots. Great camera work there. That's a wonderful angle. Haven't seen that angle this whole tournament. And he has 1 shot now to make it 26. Will he break 30? He's got 5 minutes to get 30 points, which will probably be his biggest career best for the Bahraini national team. Here's Lee Kim Wong, guarded by Shakur. To Fong. Fong tries to reverse it to Chan. Fong drives hard too. Little hard on the layup, and it's Shakur in with a rebound. Well, he's got 5 rebounds to his name as well. He's having the MVP game. Foul goes against Lee Kim Wong. Foul on the 14th foul. So the bonus for Bahrain on the next Hong Kong foul. You've got 4:45 to play, plenty of time, 4-point game. Bahrain are back in it. After being down twice, double digits. How many times will they be allowed to come back? Shakur. Alderazzi, oh, it's a 1-point game. Mohamed Alderazzi is his 4th 3 of the game, 4 of 9. Lee Kim Wong is going to challenge the Bahraini defense and goes right up against Sama Hassan. And makes it a 3-point game. Lee Kim Wong goes to double figures. He's the 5th Hong Kong player in double figures. Hassan. It's Sasha Nikitovic, head coach of Bahrain, but he's not playing and he can't shoot it. Another turnover. That is number 11 for Bahrain, but still decent numbers. 7 for Hong Kong. Both teams playing against zones most of this game, so it's understandable there's not many turnovers. It's Chan to Lee. Lee Key. Oh, he looked at the 3, took it, missed it. Reed, the layup off the offensive rebound. Duncan Reed goes to 18, and his 6th offensive rebound. Can't quite believe that Duncan Reed has no defensive rebounds. Altawash, sorry, it's Kuwait with that 3. That was Altawash, excuse me. A 5-point lead for Hong Kong, and they slow the game down slightly here. Some busy passing outside the 3-point line. There's Fong, he likes that shot, so much so he makes another one. Fong is on fire. 13 points and 11 rebounds for Fong Shi-yi. Hassan. The lead is now 7 again. Altawash. Shaka, oh, 26, 28 now. Hussein Altawash. Shaka, and we've got a foul. Another 3-point play for Shaka. Here's the shot from Fong. Not sure why they don't close out quick enough there. But that shot there, Reed picked up the foul. Now 29 points for Shaka. Big score. I'm not sure we've seen many 30-point performances in this tournament. Baseline is Fong. They're guarding him very closely. Looks like Bahrain have gone back man to man. Reed gets, Reed with the flush. That'll be in your face time. Oh, Duncan Reed. Oh, knocked his teammate Fong over. Oh, that was even better. The knockover. Look at this. Najat tries to challenge it. The afters. Oh, get in there, baby. Oh, Duncan Reed. Probably not dunked it too many times in the game in his life. And he's going to get a free throw as well, but the body bump was the best bit of it, because he went to body bump with Fong and completely knocked him to the ground. Well, Reed will get a free throw here. He's apologizing to everybody for the trash talking. You know, I love that about FIBA Asia. There's so much friendship between these two teams. There's no disrespect, or a minimal disrespect usually. Not sure what's going on here. The Bahraini bench just wants something explained. Hong Kong not interested in being involved in this conversation. Maybe there's seconds gone off the clock, that's what they think. Duncan Reed. Free throw here. And short. All that exuberance of Duncan just left a bit short of energy there. So 6-point lead for Hong Kong again after that monster dunk from Reed. Hong Kong sit back in that zone once again. And Shaka, big time scorer today, 29 points. He's short on the 3, but might get his own rebound. He doesn't. It's Lee Key who comes out of the pack with it. Closing in on 2 minutes left. Bahrain have gone back man to man once again. Well, Reed has been given all sorts of space by Najaf. Make any pass he wants to. Najaf into the lane. Reed has been fumbled out of it. He's traveled. Went to pick it up, and I think there was a Bahraini hand must have got on the ball, which meant as he was going up, the ball fumbled out of his hands and he was given a travel. Here's Hassan, picks it up early. 2 minutes to go. What have Bahrain got left in this tank? They've come back twice now from double digits. Three from Hassan, misses, and the rebound to Fong. That's rebound number 12 for Fong Shiyi. Here's Chan, guarded by Hassan very closely. Here's Lee Kim Wong, excuse me. Into the lane, there's Lee Ki. Penetrates, kicked it off a Bahraini foot. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Bahrain will not want to foul on this inbound. But any points here will put a lot of pressure on the Bahraini offense down the other end. They're trailed by 6 right now. They'll play smart defense. Lee Ki. Not sure what the call is. Inbound violation. I didn't see what it was. Maybe get a replay of it. Here's Hassan. Hassan penetrates in and out. Aldarazzi had the three, didn't want it. Not sure Najaf wants it there. He's got a trickier shot now. Aldarazzi, turnover. And Lee Keek ends up with the ball in his hand. Still the 6th of the difference. Hong Kong score now. It is doom and gloom. They want to foul quickly. Nikitovic wants a foul. They're keeping the ball moving. 10 on the shot clock. They won't foul now. It's deep. Lee Ki arcs a shot up. Misses. Rebounded by Reed. They'll have to foul now, surely. Sabah Hassan fouls Lee Ki. His first foul of the game, but the 15th foul put Hong Kong on the line for 2 shots. As far as Lee Ki is shooting, I don't think he's taken a free throw in this tournament yet. No, indeed, his first trip to the free throw line in the tournament, which is incredibly surprising, and gets the lucky roll. As the first one hits the back of the rim and drops in. And that does surprise me. It's the 6th game for Hong Kong. And this young man here, who's averaging about 18 minutes a game, gets his 2nd free throw. Drops them both. It's an 8-point game, and timeout for Bahrain. 84-76, Hong Kong lead. Asia. You can see what a beautiful arena it is. It's not packed right now. It will, the 5th game tonight. The Philippines game. Kazakhstan, it will be jumping in here. National holiday today, and then tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday for the knockout stages. Quarterfinal today, semi tomorrow. It will be an absolute cauldron in here. The team has made it this far, and they're playing with such momentum. There's a lot of expectation flowing around this country. There's a basketball-mad population. They love their hoops in the Philippines, there's no doubt about it. So inbound here for Bahrain's sideline. They need points desperately here. 2 or a 3. They'll probably go for I would think they'll go for a 3, but the quick 2 might be just as good. Is Altarazzi. They've not moved anybody around. Kuwait penetrates. He didn't want the 2. Corner, Hassan drops the 3. Tough shot for Aldarazzi Hassan, and the foul from Sabah Hassan, number 11 for Bahrain. Will be 2 shots for Chan down the other end. Chan, whose free throw exploits so far, another one who's not shot any free throws. In fact, no, he shot 2 free throws before. Chan Su Wing. 2 free throws against Qatar in game 2, but in all the minutes he's played, he's averaging 22 minutes a game. But he's an outstanding shooter. And has hit his fair share of 3-pointers in the tournament, 12 altogether of 29. Hit a bunch against the Philippines in the 2 days ago, and gets the 2nd free throw to drop. So the lead is at 7. Bahrain will be looking for another 3. There is the 3 from Shaka. It misses. Now they're going to go and foul. There's the foul right there, called eventually on Lee Kim Wong by Hassan, I think, is fouled.
His third foul. Substitution for Hong Kong. Number 4, Lan Man Chun for Bahrain. 2 free throws for Lee Kim Wong.
2 shots here for Lee Kim Wong. He is 5 of 7. He missed 2 free throws the whole tournament. That's number 3 there. So they've got a miss here. Bahrain, they need to get a box out and shots quickly down the other end. 8-point game now. Looking difficult task here for Bahrain, but they're going to give it their shot. Penetration. Sabah Hassan didn't step in. He missed the jump shot. Should have taken the layup. Surely that will be game over. Nobody's going to foul now. And the Hong Kong bench clap in appreciation. They pulled this one off. 87 to 79. An 8-point victory for Hong Kong over Bahrain. Bahrain severely handicapped by at least 4 injuries, we think, to the team. But at the end of that, Sasha Nikitovic knows full well that his team are banged up and will play for 11th and 12th tomorrow against the loser of the next game, which is India versus Japan. That will be up shortly in about 40 minutes. But from here, we've got an 87 Hong Kong and 79 Bahrain scoreline. An 8-point lead, an 8-point victory for Hong Kong. There's the tail of the tape. Hong Kong 53%. Bahrain shot very well, 64% in and 45% outside. But only shot 52 shots the whole game, as opposed to 67 shots for Hong Kong. A result of 19 offensive rebounds that Hong Kong gathered. Completely bombarded on the boards were Bahrain, and that was a real turn of the game. Well, join us about 40 minutes as the next game will be up. India to play Japan, which will promises to be another exciting game here from the Mall of Asia in Manila, Philippines. Join us then.
Mohamed Abdelaziz, 3. At the end of the third period, it is 6. Ladies and gentlemen, the final score, 87 for Hong Kong, 79 for Bahrain.